Oh, hi there. This is Louis Ortiz from the HGTV featured Louis Ortiz Group, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about something a little bit different than what I normally talk about. I want to talk to you about wine. You know, myself, I'm not much of a huge wine drinker. I do like a glass of wine once in a while, but I don't drink it very often. But I wanted to share with you a pricing strategy that a lot of wine sellers use to price wine. And not just wine, but it's used in a lot of different industries. But I just wanted to share with you a quick little story that you may find interesting. You know, there was a grocery store chain, a very large national retail grocery store chain, and they were looking to increase their wine sales. And what they were doing was that they had, some very inexpensive wines, $6, $8 a bottle. And then they had some other price wines, $20, $25 a bottle. And they just weren't hitting the sales that they wanted to. They met with a behavioral economist, and what they decided was to start pricing more expensive wines and adding that to their list. So what they started doing was they started to put much more expensive bottles of wine on the shelves. So suddenly they had a $50 to $75 price point. They had maybe a $20 to $25 price point, and they had a lower end price point, maybe $10 or less a bottle. Very interesting thing happened though. When the consumer was faced with three different choices, they suddenly found that the consumers were picking that middle range bottle of wine much more than the cheaper ones or the more expensive ones. And the psychology behind it, they feel, was the buyer would come in. They didn't want to buy the cheapest wine and look cheap if they were giving it away or if they're going to drink it, but they also didn't see the value in spending the big bucks for the most expensive bottle of wine. And as a result, that middle price point dramatically increased and the store made a lot more money. There's lots and lots of examples of this in industries. Restaurants use this as a pricing strategy. It happens all over. If you email me your information, I can actually send you a video by a behavioral economist that goes into different subjects. It's actually very interesting. But I wanted to share with you how this relates to real estate. If you're thinking about pricing your property, I talk to a lot of sellers, and oftentimes they want to price their property very high with the hopes that they get an offer and they say they can always negotiate down. That actually could be hurting your chances of selling that property, because in effect, you actually might be helping your neighbor's property or other properties on the market sell and not yours. If you'd like to learn some more psychology and marketing components and strategies, please contact me. I'd love to share with you some psychology and marketing and pricing that can really make a difference in the marketing of your property. I hope you found this story interesting. This happens to be a Pinot Noir, which is a nice wine. Again, I'm not a big wine drinker, but I thought this story you might find very interesting this month. If there's anything that we can do, any member of our team, please contact us. We look forward to assisting you, and hope you enjoy your wine.